freaking what the fuck do they do? It's probably message. Okay, these are both buttons, and none of them is down here.
Yeah, you know what? They probably said me and bro was putting in too many
I
hours.
don't know why they decide to use false premise on this fucking day.
Cause they say y'all need to work. I don't blame them. They say y'all need to work. Oh, Brody.
What's your phone? Isaac, they stop saying from downstairs, from doctor upstairs, right? Today.
Nah.
Yeah, that they're stop saying the doctor.
Because they need people down there. They need some
Welcome
ship
to the
dock
home
people
of the
down
Penn
there.
State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Looks like he's going to... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this effort.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting a big sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Makes a grab for a big play. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position.
The bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the snap, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. direct snap. It's Singleton. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanders. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown. But that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Trojans! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
That's caught. It's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Extending the play. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the...
It's a seam wide open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lemon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lost one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Allen. Gets it past the marker. He's loose. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On the direct snap, it's Allen. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. That should be the final play of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. Penn State 35, USC 21.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Fighting off the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. On the snap, it's Allen. Trucks through the defender. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to him.
Breaks into the open on the left. Turning on the Jets. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Direct snap. It's Wallace. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Looking for a man, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Cobb. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every champ.
Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks one. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He's got it on the run. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, and now forcing a fourth down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. Really nice gain, gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play, because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Handoff from the gun. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterbacks love to have a big target out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make a play. I just didn't know I could throw it that far, or I was that strong, or really I didn't know you were that bad where you could miss that big of a target.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Simmons. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Mayava. Lets it fly. He's got it wide open. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half, you're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Maiava. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working that left side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on first down. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Throws for the tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The short hands, it's Lane. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. Cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. At the 45 on his way. A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Mayava. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it all right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Couldn't quite haul it in, and they almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Power football with the run. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle. Running free. Touchdown USC. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
You really just quit it? You really just quit it? That's crazy. He really just quit it. He really just quit it. Like, that's crazy. You really just quit it. I start throwing that boy. What? Throwing that boy. Mary up here. I thought she was there upstairs.
You know they got everybody.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will put toe to leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Here he goes. A 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it down the field.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Sanders. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, USC.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bringing the heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium,
I'm on the
maybe I
phone,
see
bro.
going for it.
That's the only
So
reason how you
4th and
sniping me
long,
right now.
That's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space. It's Durham. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum, that was a stat.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking to pass. It's Maava. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Complete downfield. Lots of running room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great.
Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He wants to throw it. Under fire. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 45 sets the kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
LSU. USC 23.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Across the 45. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, LSU.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Dances away. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Second down, he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. Blasted as he lets it go. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.